Hi Cancer, welcome to your November reading. I am so grateful to spend this precious time with you, and I hope you've been taking excellent care of yourself. Before we begin, I want to let you know that I've already prayed and meditated over this reading for you, and I got an interesting message in your meditation. It was you laying on white sheets, like you were laying on your bed, and the energy was that you were keeping very much to yourself, like hermit mode. I don't know if you are doing a lot of healing on different levels of your life right now, and in order to like process this healing and navigate it, you've kind of had to shut people and situations out. Maybe you're not as gregarious is the word I heard, going to very many parties, or if that doesn't resonate for you, just maybe you're not spending the same amount of time with your friends and loved ones or meeting new people in the way that you typically do. And I feel like this is because of the energies that you have been navigating. It does feel a little, I want to say there's a loneliness about it, but you're not looking to change that loneliness. It's like it comes with what you're navigating, and you needed to be in your own energy for this. So let's go ahead and pull some cards, see what comes through for you. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Mars also, I'm hearing. Doesn't really matter when you find this reading, but we're setting the intention for November or the next 4 to 6 weeks of when you may find it. So please and thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for Cancer for the next 4 to 6 weeks? Please and thank you. Messages for Cancer for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Please and thank you. I feel like music is really significant to you. Singing, even if it's just singing by yourself in the car or in the shower as you do housework. Creativity, creative expression. Trust your vision. Interesting. Creativity. Is there something that you want to create from this hideaway energy you've been in? Has there been something on your mind, or have you been strictly focused on healing? Then we have dancing with stones. That is also a creative energy, creative movement. It says movement, teamwork, partnership. What else? Can we have one more? Messages for Cancer, the energy for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Thank you. Stepping stones. Take the next step. Simplicity. Focus. And then at the bottom we have Stone of Destiny. Life path, ambition, passion. Yes. All right. So what I'm feeling here is a really strong call from Creator, from your spiritual team, that it's time to leave the hermit mode you may have found yourself in for like the last 4 to 6 months. It's time to emerge back into reality, and I feel like that may be easier said than done, because I just see you in your element, in your space, in your cozy bed or couch, wrapped up in your most comfortable like blanket and clothes. And while it does feel kind of lonely and isolating, there's also a comfort there. There's a comfort that things are where you put them, that things feel the way that you know, like there's a knowingness, a comfortability that you really don't feel like dealing with the outside world right now. And I do think there's baby steps, we have stepping stones here. I do think it's taking baby steps to reintegrate yourself back into the world, into your relationships. I don't feel like anyone's mad or disappointed at you that you've taken this time away. I think I get this feeling that people who care about you have kind of wondered what's been going on with you. But I also feel like they've had things going on in their own lives. And so it's a reintegration is the word they keep giving me. A reintegration. You are such a light for so many people. You are a nurturer, a source of creativity and inspiration. I feel like you intuitively know not only how to connect with people and talk to people, but you can kind of sense things that people have been navigating in their own lives. A very kind of psychic, intuitive energy. That I feel that your loved ones and friends and people who know you have been missing in their lives. But again, there's this energy of wanting you to know that they've had stuff going on too. So it's not like anyone's going to be like, where have you been? It's nothing like that. Simplicity, focus. There are steps you have been contemplating on your creative path that you are meant to take. And there's a way that you are supposed to be seen and show up in the world that ripples outward, that makes people look at themselves, that makes people evaluate how they also want to show up in the world, because you do it in such a warm and authentic way that even if your values don't align with other people, which is a weird thing to say, but this is what's coming through. Even if you have differing values with other people that you know, there's still a warmth and an authenticity about you that gives people a pause, where they're not immediately like, you don't believe the same way I do. They're curious, even if they're scared. They're curious about what makes your beliefs look that way. What am I maybe missing that Cancer sees that I'm not seeing? It may or may not sway people's opinions, but it's not an automatic like, this person doesn't believe in XYZ and I do. It's more like, that's fascinating. I trust Cancer. I want to know why they have this opinion. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool, because it comes from such an authentic place that people who see you and know you can't help but pause and say, okay, I know Cancer is not an evil, malicious person. They're an intelligent person. They're an intuitive person. I want to think about this a little bit more. And in some cases, you could be a mirror. You could be quite triggering for certain people, but those aren't your people. So we don't really need to worry about that. Just know that if you trigger something deeply in someone, that is someone who has a lot of healing that they need to do. But I feel like your creativity and the way you're supposed to show up in the world is kind of essential to, this is a huge message. The way you show up is kind of essential to the way humanity is going to shift and turn in the next 20 to 30 years. So this may be writing a book. This may be singing songs, interpretive dance, creating a podcast or a YouTube channel, writing a blog. It's very, it is creative to the umpteenth degree. So my cat is meowing to confirm that for me. So over the next 4 to 6 weeks, it feels like a gentle nudge from the universe to help you get back out there, start talking to people again, going to different events that you might see are popping up that in the past would have been something you would have really enjoyed. But I feel like you've just been in a very needed introspective kind of hermit period. For some of you, it may be even up to a year. But I am getting that 4 to 6 months you've been in this energy. I feel like there are divine connections, friends, people you're going to meet, opportunities that are going to arise to really help you, that are meant to be placed on your path to really help you step into the divine creative spark that you have always been meant to embody and carry. A very passionate, like you are the torchbearer. You, oh my goodness, you are a leader. You are this fiery, kind of like a fire starter energy. So what Spirit's giving me is like the first person to invent fire, figure out how to harness fire, create it, work with it. And so this gives me a feeling that what you're about to create, what you're about to do creatively has maybe never been done before, but it is something that will not only light the way and lead people for years to come, but help shift consciousness on earth. This is such an unbelievable, huge energy, and I feel so honored to channel this message for you. Yeah, can we have some card, Spirit, to help the listener know that this message is for them? Some clarifying messages or animals. I'm going to use the Spirit Animal deck to get deeper information. We have some clarifying cards on this message, please, and thank you, Spirit team. Maybe an animal that they've been seeing. Something to help clarify this message. Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I do feel like regardless, moving your body is something that they really want you to do. I love that we have the back card, a rebirth is assured, and that's number 5. Number 5 is about change, but also the 5th house in astrology is about creativity, how we create in the world. Also about having fun, playfulness. It's also the house ruled by Leo, I believe, and so you may have a Leo placement in your chart. So look at this. We have 60 Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. And then number 5, Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. Oh man, these cards must be really cattywomper. So, okay. Yeah, you carry yourself with so much grace, and just this softness, this beauty, this nurturing, graceful energy that it really helps take your message as a leader and deliver it in a way that really no one else can. It's such a gentle, intuitive, beautiful, graceful, Venusian kind of energy that you just inherently carry, that when you speak, when you share your message, and however, it doesn't have to just be your voice, but however you share your message creatively, it just removes barriers for the people who need to hear it. That helps them make sense of the world more, make sense of themselves, shift perspectives, change opinions. It helps create a gentler world for all of us. And I love these cards actually, because with this reading, because they're each they're very soft. They have a very soft, but they have light in them. Each of them have light in them. And so while you are a bright light and inspiration, you're also just very gentle, very soft. The perfect combination of all these energies to be the one to spread that message of hope, of rebirth, of faith in the universe. I'm hearing a quote that I tell myself a lot, and I cannot remember which other reading I said this in, that it came up in. I walk by faith and not by sight. and you really embody that energy. I walk by faith and not by sight. That's hard to do. It's incredibly hard to do. And not only do you do that, and you've been spending this inner introspective time working on this, walking by faith and not by sight, that you're able to live it and therefore share that message in a way that resonates with people, where they can see you're not just telling me this, you've walked the walk too. You are someone that I could follow, a leader that I could follow, because you are so authentic, so in tune. You have walked the pathway. You're not just telling me to do this. You have experience. I feel called to see what's at the bottom of the deck here. Oh, look at that. Lion spirit, number 37, be generous of spirit. You really, lions, this came up in another reading, so if these messages came up for you and you watched another pile, this is just further hammering that home for you. You are calm and assured and graceful, and you can also be fierce. That Leo energy, you could be fierce and protective and go after what you want and what you know is yours at the same time. The difference between you embody Swan and the Lion. You embody the intuitiveness of Bat. I'm just seeing this sphere, this well-rounded human being energy that is ancient. So ancient. My hands are very activated right now. As ancient as you can be is what I'm hearing. And this is part of why you have incarnated at this time in this human form. And you're such a well-faceted human being. Well-rounded is what I'm trying to say. The fact that you are still here after some of the things life has thrown at you is an actual miracle, but it really was by design, because each of these tower moments in your life have helped shape you and get you ready for this moment that you're about to walk into. And I'm very heavily getting some major milestone, some movement, a shift at the beginning of the new year. And so these next 4 to 6 weeks here is you coming out of the hermit period and reorganizing, reintegrating yourself with society, getting back out there, shining your light, finding new creative outlets and endeavors. And again, they're bringing me back to moving your body is so important, because it moves the energy through you. It's not even a matter of getting in shape, if that's something that's on your to-do list, or, it has everything to do with moving energy through your body, so it doesn't get stuck and stagnant. And I feel like that energy, when it gets stuck and stagnant in your body, it moves to your head, in that it turns into intrusive thoughts, intrusive ruminating thoughts that just make everything like tar. So while you're still in this enlightened, gentle, things are flowing through you, you're in a flowing state, it makes it where things are trying to flow through this thick tar energy. And so think of moving every day more in terms of a whole body, mind, soul, energetic connection, where you're moving energy through your body. Don't think of it, well, I need to get up and work out today. Don't think of it like that. Spirit's being very, very hard on this. Don't think about it as working out. Think about it as helping things flow, moving that energy. When you're laying in bed, you're not thinking and ruminating on all the pains of the past and the way that you were wronged and how you wish things could be different, because you've spent so much time thinking about these things. They're just holding you back. Things happened and you are here and you've grown through them, and the only way out is through. The only way to go now is forward. There is no looking back. Don't do that to yourself anymore. It's not beneficial. It doesn't help you or anybody else. In any places where you feel like you have been truly wronged and harmed, trust that the universe is working that out. It was seen. The wrongdoings to you were seen by the divine, and you have to walk by faith and not by sight, and trust that the divine will redeem the wrongs that were done to you. They are working on that for you. You can let that go. It was seen and you were wronged, and that was awful. But it's like a permission slip from spirit. You don't have to carry that anymore. Things are being worked out in the spiritual realm, in the unseen, in ways that you can't fathom, that you can't. As intuitive as you are, I don't believe that you can pick up on how this is going to play out. So it really is exhaustive to try and fit puzzle pieces or daydream about how this is going to work out, because just know that it's going to work out for you. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can we have some more messages over the next 4 to 6 weeks for Cancer? Something that you want them to be aware of that's going to occur. What's something that is going to occur that you want them to be aware of? We have Flower of Cups reversed. That's Queen of Cups. Thank you. We have Six of Thunder reversed. One more, thank you. And the Hermit reversed. Okay. Again, I'm hearing the only way out is through. So, I do feel like they're kind of repeating the same message. The next 4 to 6 weeks are about you working and allowing yourself to be kind of open back up to reality again. Letting yourself be seen, working through coming out of hermit mode. They're giving me that you working on coming out of hermit mode is kind of the big thing that they want you to be aware of. And that is a big energy to navigate in and of its own, because you are real comfy and cozy in that shell, in that little house that you've built, and everything's just the way you like it, and everything, where everything is. All your favorite things are around you. And so that's a big enough energy, what they're giving me here, of you, just like what I'm doing now with like burping and stuff, which is energy moving through me when I'm doing a reading. This energy moving through you, learning how to move energy through you to get back out into the world, to reintegrate yourself, to prepare for changes that are coming, to offer yourself the same kind of grace that you so freely give everyone else, to take a deep dive on how you want to create, on what you want to bring and birth into this world, how you're going to show up. It's a time of organization and preparation and being gentle with yourself. This is really why, because what's coming up at the beginning of the year, and I'm already so excited for that reading when they let us do that, is a surprise, is big movement, big energy, moving into calmer waters from painful, but even though they're calmer, they're also exciting. And I feel quick movement. I feel you've got to make that choice to kind of walk away from the comfort of the healing bear den that you have been in. Yeah. Anything else that I'm missing here, Spirit? Whoa, did you see that? 4 of Wands? Wow. Going from pain and turmoil with three of Swords at the bottom of the deck to rejoicing, to, I mean, this is the 1111 card. This is the celebration card, the marriage card, joy, excitement, new beginnings, wish was fulfilled, all of it. I love the 4 of Wands. That is what is waiting for you on the other side of this work that you're doing. So exciting. So exciting. Yes. And can you see on each of these cards, her back is turned. And that again is that message from Spirit. Don't look back anymore. Don't look at what's transpired, what you've lost, how you were wronged, all the pain and all the tower moments and all the obstacles that got you here. You're here now. You made it. They were divinely placed in your life to get you here, because the purpose that your soul has chosen to come here and fulfill for the masses is so great that things had to be set up this way. You are divine grace, and know that because you give that to others, it's not just because you give it to others, but you give it to others and Spirit gives this back to you. I'm hearing the tides were changing. The tides are changing. Shifts are happening. This is a season to prepare and to get yourself ready to be seen. Yes, this is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I am truly grateful. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to hear how. If you want to put it in the comments below. If you don't know what to say, you could do a swan emoji, a butterfly emoji, a bat, or a moon. And please like, share, subscribe. Those are totally free ways to help this channel grow. It also encourages me and lets me know that the reading resonated for you. And I just appreciate you more than you could ever know. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find that info in the description box. You just go to my website, theseaowl.com. And more than anything, Cancer, please take excellent care of yourself. And I'll see you soon.